Welcome to another edition of the Ponty Rugby podcast, broadcast on Tuesday evening, the 29th of October. I'm Gitto Davis of the Ponty media team. I'm down at Sardis Road watching the training session on a bitterly cold night and a chance to catch up with some of the squad members, looking back at last weekend's win at Bridgend and looking forward to a big game coming up against Alun. I'm talking now to outside half Diggy Bird. Well, Diggy, what a finish to that game on Saturday, and it was your conversion with the last kick of the game that won it for Ponty. Was that a pressure kick?
Yeah, there was a bit of pressure. Granted, when you've got boys all watching around you with the last kick of the game, there's always that added pressure, but I think it was just nice to get it over and return the what happened down in Cardiff in the first game of the season to turn that back in our favour on the weekend was a nice one.
What was going through your mind, lining up that kick with so much, lying on it?
Just go through the same process as any other kick, really. Just make sure I kept my head down and just get through the ball. I was a little bit concerned about the charge down. I've got a bit of a slow run up, so I did see all 15 of their boys chasing me down. So it was just to get through the routine and just strike through the ball.
What was it like coming off the bench? Ponty were chasing the game really from half time. Did you feel the pressure as well coming off the bench? And the role you had to play in that game?
No, I think we know now that the game's become like a 23-man game, and the bench always has an impact into most of the games now. And with the game the way it was a bit back and forth anyway. So we knew that if we could get a bit of momentum going into the last 20 minutes, that we were never going to be out of the game anyway. So I think I mentioned on the weekend that we've got a good bunch of boys here that are going to dig in till the 80th minute, and Saturday was another massive point to prove that as well.
What's the feeling amongst the squad now then to carry that momentum from Bridgend Saturday? We've got a big game against Alun coming up.
Yeah, we're building nicely. I think after the disappointment of the Cardiff game and then the Merthyr Cup match, and we've built a little bit of momentum. And obviously now with Alun coming to Sardis Road, we want to try and build a fortress here, like most seasons, where if we can go the season majority of it unbeaten, hopefully the whole thing unbeaten at home, then we're going to be putting ourselves in a good position. And obviously Alun with their 100% record so far in the league, it's going to be a tough ask, but the boys will front up tonight and Thursday and then deliver on Saturday hopefully.
Excellent. Thank you, Diggy. Cheers. I'm talking to number 8 Alun Lawrence. Well, Alun, you were nominated as man of the match against Bridgend on Saturday, so on a personal level, how did the game go for you?
Personally, it was a strange old game because credit to us due, Bridgend, they got stuck into us. They were very physical. So for me personally, it was just about matching their physicality and trying to get as much gain line when we were attacking for our backs to be able to pull the trigger. And then when it came to defence, just tried to make as many big collisions as I could, try and get the ball back as quick as we could.
Was it important? Obviously, that was the first away win of the season. Do you think it's a bit of a turning point for the team now?
Yeah, I think it could be a massive turning point for the season. The way we dug in for the full 80 and credit to Diggy, slotted it when it really mattered. I know we've struggled away from home, and it's a really competitive league again, as there always is. So yeah, it's a massive win for us, and I think it really could kickstart something very special.
Well, that's gone now, and obviously we're looking ahead now to another massive game on Saturday, Alun. How do you see that one going?
I see a very similar story. A very physical team. Lots of flair. They can really hurt you if you're not on your money. But we'll always back ourselves, especially at home at Sardis. With such a huge, amazing fan base. It's going to be massive, and we pride ourselves on our home form and how we perform at home. So in front of a stacked crowd against a very good team, it's not going to be one to miss.
Alun's winning run has been based on their pack. The forward unit has gone really well. So how will you front up to them on Saturday?
I think it's very similar to what we did against Ebu and in parts what we did against Bridgend. It's just simply a mindset of being more physical, more imposing. When we got the ball, it's a matter of getting gain line, getting over that gain line as a forward pack. And then when it comes to they've got the ball and we're defending, it's all about putting in those big shots, getting the important people over the ball, jacked in, making a nuisance of their breakdown, and just really killing all momentum they got. Set piece will be huge as always. Our scrum's firing, our line has come in. So we're really excited, and I think it's just going to be a huge physical battle.
You set the platform up front, hopefully, but obviously on the plastic pitch here at Sardis, a chance maybe for our backs to break loose then on Saturday.
Yeah, the back line that we've got down here is immense. It's one of the best. I personally think it's the best in the league with the calibre of wingers and our centres. We could really hurt some teams. It's just a matter of getting that quick ball done and giving them space, giving them time, and letting them put the burners on, letting them put the footwork in, and they beat anyone.
Excellent. Well, good luck on Saturday, Alun. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm joined now by prop Hugh Owen. Well, Hugh, a big game coming up on Saturday against Aberavon, and their success this season has really been built on their forward platform. So how do you see the battle going this coming Saturday?
I think they've signed really well this year. They've had Shea's gone to them from us, and he was a great player for us. So it's going to be probably one of the biggest battles of the season so far. I know they did really well against Merthyr, who obviously have a reputation of having a good scrum and line out. And they've, from what I've seen from them, they've been really good. So it's going to be a tough battle up front, but we'll give it everything we can and stuff. I'm sure we'll have a big focus on our points. From our point of view, I think we're quite pleased, with some of the improvements we've made there in the last couple of weeks. Scrums coming along steadily, and our line outs, is functioning a lot better and stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to put up a good battle at home.
Do you feel, even in the games that we've lost this season, for example, where you're up in North Wales, that the pack have performed quite well, but we need to carry that on into Saturday now?
Yeah, I think so. I think we showed big improvements. We did really well in the scrums against them, and looking at their clips from Saturday against Cardiff, they did really well against Cardiff. So I think it puts it in perspective as to where we are as a forward pack. Taking it forward, I think it goes to show that with how we can where we can be this season, even in those losses and stuff, we've come up against some good packs and done really quite well. So hopefully we can do the same again on Saturday.
So how important is it then to keep the winning run at home going, because Aberavon possibly the biggest test so far?
Yeah, I think it's massive. I think like the win on Bridgend on Saturday, although we left it quite late, I think it's a big kind of turning point for our season. It's really quite important with momentum and stuff, and like you said about home advantage and stuff as well at the moment. I think that's what the Premiership might come down to this year, because everyone seems to be beating everyone. So it's taking the wins at home and then focusing on as many away wins as you can, and you just see where you are towards the end of the season then.
Well, good luck on Saturday. Thank you, Hugh.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.